Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we are going in here. First time we're trying an online discussion of To Kill a Mockingbird. As you can see, I've got a Google Doc put together, so you should be able to view everything just fine. I'm using the same color coding we've got back at school. However, I've made one slight change. The trial is over, so I've made social studies / science / religion. I've set that to black. It shows up better. The brown, it was hard to differentiate from black when I was typing. So that's the only change you've got to worry about. Everything else follows exactly like we were doing in class. So, if you haven't read Chapter 24 yet, click away from this video, go read Chapter 24, then come back here, hit play. I'm going to move quickly, try and keep these videos short. If you need time to stop so you can write or think about something, hit pause. That's absolutely fine. You are under no means obligated to watch this in one sitting. If it takes you an hour to watch this video, more power to you. If you get it done in the time this video takes, more power to you. I don't care how you go about it. Just take a chance, relax, watch the video, and let's get some literature class going on. So chapter 24 picks up right sort of after the events of chapter 23. We've had the deals with Mr. Ewell, but we have an Aunt Alexandra focused chapter. And that's fine. Even though Aunt Alexandra is my least favorite character in this novel, this is sort of her one chapter to shine. So Scout and Aunt Alexandra host a missionary tea. If you don't know what that is, a missionary tea, it's sort of like a church get-together. They're coming together, all the ladies of Macomb, and they're coming from different Christian denominations. That is worth noting. Very ecumenical of them. They're coming together, and they're discussing the work of Mr. J. Grimes Everett, who is a missionary. And he works with what the Maroonist tribe, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, in Africa. And these ladies are absolutely freaking out about the condition of these people in Africa. They are making a big issue of it. They are feeling that, these people live in squalor, they live in sin, nothing about what is going on in their condition is okay, and that Mr. J. Grimes Everett is some sort of martyr and hero for his work with them. And while Mr. J. Grimes Everett very well may be, this points out some big issues that these ladies have, because they feel that the African-American community in Macomb is sulking as a result of the trial. And some of them even saying, oh, well, we should make a point to let them know we forgive them for what they've done. They haven't done anything. But this shows us how deluded and out there sort of the high society of Macomb is. These are just average women who, these are the old ladies who go to church. This tells you how lost this community truly is. They view Tom as the criminal, and they're seeing themselves as exceedingly virtuous. Of course, this leads us to a lot of irony. And you should think back to what we've already talked about, the 3 types of irony: situational, dramatic, and verbal. And I want you to think about which one this would be. Who knows, maybe that could be a test question someday. But it's full of irony as the women see themselves as virtuous while at the same time they're showing off this sin. They accuse folks in the North of hypocrisy, claiming they are also racist, which, unfortunately, they've got some truth to that. Throughout the North, there were many hate groups, anti-black groups. There were what was called the resettlement movement, where the idea was that black people should move back to Africa instead of being here. These were all very real things. Even today, there are hate groups in the North. In some instances, more than there are in southern states. But at the same time, they can't see their own hypocrisy. Miss Maudie offers sass, talking to one of the other women, saying her food doesn't stick going down, about another woman's colored employee. And what this statement means is that she's not being fed enough. Her food doesn't stick, as in it's not sticking to her bones. She's not putting on weight. She's not capable of having sustenance. Saying that this woman is not paying her employee enough to eat well. And this goes over this woman's head, but it shows us that there are, in fact, some people in Macomb who are aware of the hypocrisy of what is going on and realize that some people are blind to their own faults. I mean, I would draw your attention to what Christ says, that we see the splinter in our brother's eye, but not the beam in our own. It's often very easy to see other people's faults. It's hard to see your own. These women do not see their own fault. That said, Atticus comes back and we get the most plot-relevant information of the chapter. Tom Robinson was shot multiple times while escaping while he was climbing a fence, trying to get out of the prison. Why? He was escaping. That's the guard's job. They wanted to make sure he didn't escape. That said, Tom is dead. Atticus felt they had a good chance on an appeal, and that does not matter now. Aunt Alexandra, Miss Maudie, and Scout go back to the tea social, and Atticus and Calpurnia go off to tell Tom's wife, Helen, what has happened. And we're going to see the fallout of Tom's death in the next chapter. And this obviously starts setting the game into starts setting the book in motion into its end game. We're going to see To Kill a Mockingbird come to a close very rapidly in terms of events. Things are going to progress very quickly, and you are going to see the true villainy of some people in this novel. So until chapter 25, I bid all of you adieu. I'm going to scroll down a little bit so you can maybe see the notes a little better. If maybe my face will get out of there, that would be good. There you go, that's better. So you can see the last of the notes. Wishing all of you good luck, and I will talk to you in the next one.